Reilly here. Welcome to the No Spin News, Tuesday, June 24th, 2025. Stand up for your country. Well, it's 100 degrees in New York City, in the suburbs and the area. Some dome heat thing, I have no idea. A lot of whining about it. You guys in Texas, Arizona, 100 degrees, But here, it is very, very intense. So you turn on local news, and about 25 out of the 30 minutes is the weather. And ABC network news does that too. So the weatherman comes on and goes, it's hot. Yeah, we know. And then have to drink a lot of fluids. Yeah, we know. And then if you're on fire, you call 911. It's just so banal. Word of the day, banal. It's just unbelievable. Like, who doesn't know this? Anyway, I'm getting away from the news component of the day, but we have plenty of that for you. And the political world is very hot. Pardon the pun. That's the subject of this evening's Talking Points Memo. So these are tough days for the Democratic Party. They really don't know how to handle the Iranian bombing. Okay, so most of them have kept quiet. There's no leadership. The zealots, far left, of course, they don't like it because they don't like anything Trump's going to do. And that's that. But the party has no plan B. So when you're going to criticize someone, it is responsible to have an improvement. And this is in your personal life, too. If you're going to give somebody some jazz, say, look, this might be better. Democrats have none of that for anything. They have nothing. You know, on the budget, don't cut Medicaid. All right, $37 trillion debt. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. They don't have anything. On Iran, no, you have to consult. And you look at them and go, well, what's plan B? Okay, how long you want to give the mullahs? 6 months, 6 years? It's been going on for decades. No plan. All right, so I got to run down what they're saying for you, and I will do some commentary on the back of it. First, our pal, Senator Adam Schiff from California. Go.
So a lot of risks here for the country, which, is the reason why you come to Congress in the first place. It's the reason why our Constitution says Congress has the power to declare war, not the president.
Now, the woman on CNN interviewing him, Cassie Hunt, failed to say to Schiff, and this is journalism 101. I mean, this is not anything hard. Well, that may be true in theory, but it's the War Powers Act gives the president 60 days to unilaterally use military action in situations. Did you not know that, Senator? And Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, they used bombing without any consultation to Congress whatsoever. Were you unaware of that, Congressman? But instead, Ms. Hunt just sits there. Now, I don't want to criticize her. I don't watch her enough to know whether she's good or bad. But when you're doing a top-flight interview undermining the President of the United States' military action, you have a responsibility to your audience to be skeptical of what you know Schiff is going to say. You know he's going to attack it. And then you say, Senator, what would you have done? Pretty precisely. We don't want any general, diplomacy. What would you have done? No, none of that comes. And it doesn't come because CNN doesn't want that kind of exposition. They bring on Schiff. They know Schiff is going to criticize Trump, and that's what they want. They don't want balance. They don't want two sides. Okay. Second one is the ardent socialist, perhaps a communist. I'm not sure yet. Bernie Sanders is a communist. No doubt in my mind. He would seize your property. Warren, I'm not sure, but she's absolutely a fanatical progressive and a socialist. Here's what she says. Go.
Trump has launched the United States into another potentially endless war in the Middle East. Bombing another country is an act of war. The Constitution is clear. If there is no immediate threat to Americans, to our service members, or to the homeland, the president has no legal authority to order our troops to strike another country. None. War with Iran will not make us safer.
Well, she's reading that at a pro-abortion rally, by the way. She can't get enough abortion, Elizabeth Warren. Can't get enough. Okay? But anyway, she says things that are just factually incorrect. And of course, somebody's going to mind. So there is no immediate threat to Americans. Well, I believe that a hostile nation that has a policy of killing Jews and Americans, stated policy, okay, having an atomic bomb, a nuclear weapon, might be a threat. Now, there are a lot of people who just don't believe it because they don't want to believe it. They don't want to believe Mossad. They don't want to believe U.S. intel. They don't, and they won't. But the UK, MI6, every intelligence agency, and they have droves of people inside Iran, okay, say, look, these guys were really close to enriching enough uranium to make that bomb quickly. But Elizabeth Warren doesn't care about that. Won't even consider it because she doesn't want to consider it. Breaks her bubble. So these are irresponsible people. Now, what did Barack Obama say about the bombing? That would be nothing. How about Joe Biden? No, Joe didn't weigh in. How about Kamala Harris? No. These are supposed to be the leaders of the Democratic Party. So if I'm the leader of the Democratic Party, all right, number one, it would be much more competitive than it is now and much more sane. Here's what I would say. We support the president's military action against Iran because he's the commander-in-chief and we support our troops. But we have reservations. But now's not the time. He has made his decision, and we're going to support the action because we are pro-American. We're not rooting for Iran. And then afterward, if we believe it was not the right thing to do, we'll certainly come forth with a better plan. If the leadership of the Democratic Party were to do that, then people would take it seriously. Who takes the Democratic Party seriously now, other than the loons, the zealots, the hate Trumpers? Who? Nobody. It's at the lowest ebb in modern times. Harry Truman, FDR, there's nobody close to that. JFK. There's nobody close. Okay. Finally, nobody knows about the ceasefire. It could blow up tomorrow. Trump's cursing at Israel and stuff. These are volatile countries. You can't trust them. All right? They'll do what they think is best for whatever. All right, the Mullahs are a theocracy in Israel. They know that the Jews are in danger from these people. So Trump can't control that 100%. America's got a lot of power with Israel. So the ceasefire will happen, but will it hold? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. And then what happens after the ceasefire? Are there more peace talks? I don't know. I do know this, that Iran is so weak, it can't close the Straits of Hormuz or do anything up. It can't. And when it signaled to the USA that it was going to send rockets into our bases, it actually told us, the Mullahs told us before they fired them. What does that tell you? Because, well, don't hurt me anymore. We'll give you a tip. We got to do this for show. And that's what they did. And that's the memo. All right, now let's get to some polling. CNN poll, 1,030 adults, no registered voters, no likely voters. Democrat 28, Republican 28, Another party, 44. All right. What is your view of the U.S. decision to take military action in Iran? Approve 44, disapprove 56. Second question, do you think the U.S. military action will make Iran more of a threat? 58, less of a threat, 27. How much do you trust Donald Trump to make the right decision about the U.S. use of force in Iran? Great deal, moderately, 45, not much, 55. Now, I don't believe this poll. I think it's a push poll. And I didn't call, but my producers called John McLaughlin, the Republican pollster, who is very accurate and honest. And he said the same thing. The tip-off is adult respondents, not likely voters or registered voters. So you're getting in that crew people who don't know anything. They don't know. And I'm going to back that up with another poll in a moment. And when you talk to people who don't know why something's happening, or even that it is happening, you're going to get a skewed answer, which is what CNN wanted. They wanted this answer. This is easy to do. And CNN understands that nobody's going to remember the poll from day to day, so they can do whatever they want to do. So Reuters poll, Reuters, the left-wing news service. Again, 1,139 U.S. adults, not registered voters. One question that's key, how closely, if at all, have you been following the Iran-Israel-USA situation? 67% say closely, 32% say we don't know anything about it. Now, that's a lot of people. Okay? 32%. So when you look at this stuff, you have to look at it with a healthy dose of skepticism. I believe, based on analysis and generalized polling, that most people understand the threat that Iran poses. Okay? Now, maybe they didn't like the bombing. I don't know that for sure, but I think most people understood why it had to happen. And since there's no plan B, none, you either let them get the bomb or you bomb them. There's no middle. So I think most Americans are fine with it, but I'm not positive on that. Okay, so yesterday we said that the House Ethics Committee has to call two people who criticized the commander-in-chief while the bombing was underway. The planes were in the air. There would be Congressman Sean Casten of Illinois and the always amusing Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez of New York. You cannot undermine a military action when there are U.S. military people in the field conducting it. You cannot do that. So we called the chairman of the House Ethics Committee, Michael Guest, who was rude to us. Rude. Okay? This guy's from Mississippi. And we had to call him back a number of times. He didn't pick up the phone. His guy, Jordan Downs, did. And they were arrogant and rude. And we go, we're not going to tell you anything. Okay. You want to go that way? We'll make you a hobby, Congressman Guest. We'll make you a hobby here. So here's what I said about the Ethics Committee. Go. The House Ethics Committee have got to call Congressman Sean Casten and Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez while our military people were in the air. They called for the impeachment of the commander-in-chief. Okay? They got to go up before the Ethics Committee. And I'm going to make sure that happens. Okay, so now we have a conundrum because the head of the Ethics Committee, citing confidentiality, that's a bunch of bull. All right, so I can't talk to you. Yeah, you can. Well, I don't know what game you're playing, Mr. Guest, but we're going to watch you now. You're on our scope. And we'll try to get somebody else on the committee to come in here and explain this. I do believe that they're going to have to call these two people in front of the ethics committee, but I was disappointed with this guy Guest. If you're in his district in Mississippi, you might give him a call. This is ridiculous. It's just totally absurd. Tax Network USA proudly celebrates our nation's birthday. And in honor of freedom, resilience, and financial independence, they're offering 10% off all services through July 4th. If you're dealing with back taxes or missed the April 15th deadline, don't wait. Penalties can grow quickly, up to 5% a month, maxing out at 25% of your total tax bill just for not filing. Tax Network USA can help you turn things around, cut through the chaos, find solutions that work. Your consultation absolutely free. Avoid harsh penalties, wage garnishments, or surprise bank levies. Call 800-958-1000 or visit tnusa.com/bill. Get 10% off all services through July 4th as part of their celebration of our nation's birthday. Regain control of your finances with expert help from Tax Network USA. Okay, YouTube, I'm going to give you some reviews of our YouTube channel, but I want to tell you where it is in case you'd like to go. It's free, youtube.com/Bill O'Reilly. We analyze how the foreign nations are reacting to Trump's bombing in Iran, and you will find it interesting, I believe, and we will have some critiques of our YouTube channel coming up. All right, let's go to the mail. Jonathan Cohen, St. Louis. Now that Iran's nuclear sites have been destroyed, what is to keep their allies, such as China and Russia, from sending them nuclear weapons? How about severe sanctions and collapsed economies? If that ever happened, both Russia and China, they would be slapped in a way where they couldn't recover economically. Neither country. So it's not going to happen. In fact, Putin's walking that back because that idiot was saying something about it. We got Heidi's a concierge member. My crew looks out for Heidi every day of the year. Concierge membership, BillO'Reilly.com. I learned so much from your daily comments, Bill. Many of them I share with my family, especially the one who still leans on the disturbing side. Not going to convince him or her. Just not. People believe what they want to believe. Jonathan, concierge member. Thank you, Jonathan. Hello, Bill and staff. Please clarify the process for enriching uranium to make a bomb. So you want me to do a chemistry lesson here, Jonathan? Not qualified. You have to go to the internet for that. I can't do it. Jeffrey Cater, Medford, Massachusetts. I saw you on Leland Vittert over the weekend. You delivered the most accurate commentary on Ocasio-Cortez I ever heard. You said the woman is a cartoon. I'm not diminishing her as a person, but her persona in the House of Representatives is cartoonish. I mean, that's the truth. Bill McDaniel, Fort Worth, Texas. Can Congress pass a law that would stop any future administration from opening the border like Biden did? Sure. It could beef up the immigration laws and the borders. Congress should. Absolutely. Jim Yasko, concierge member. You're right about 30% of our culture, Bill, cares to know nothing about the world. The sadder part is I believe most of the group votes in national elections. I don't. If you're that bubble, if you're that apathetic, you don't go out. But enough of them do to make a difference. The know-nothings. Virginia Ciani, I enjoy the podcasts, and you always tell the truth. I know you're the right person to educate the American public. I was taught to honor our flag, and I believe there is no law defacing our flag. Yes, there is. Virginia, there's a law. You cannot deface the flag. Now, are they enforced? That's the key. Okay? And this is not a podcast. We may do a podcast coming up, but we aren't doing it now. This is a broadcast. There is a big difference. All right, Not Woke Gear on BillO'Reilly.com for the summer. We are selling out of it, so if you want them, you got to go in and get them because we're going to sell out of all of them now that the warm weather is here. Word of the day, do not be a poltroon. One of my favorite words, Poltroon. A lot of poltroons running around. back with the final thought about critiques of our YouTube channel. Prescription drugs in America, they cost way too much. We all know it, especially compared to other countries. That's because Big Pharma sets the rules and makes us pay the price. Thankfully, President Trump just signed a new executive order to lower those prices. But change takes time. So All Family Pharmacy is stepping up and offering 20% off all meds, no insurance needed, now through June 30th. Get more than 200 essential medications, including your daily maintenance meds, antibiotics, and ivermectin. All orders include a doctor's prescription and shipped straight to your door. So please visit allfamilypharmacy.com/bill. Use code BILL20 for 20% off all meds. That's allfamilypharmacy.com/bill, code BILL20 for 20% off. Take control, save money, make America healthy again. Hey folks, inflation's eating away at everything. If you're a homeowner, you've probably considered calling American Financing to help with that rising credit card debt. But then you second guess yourself, don't you? Because of your low mortgage rate. And with minimum payments and credit card rates at 25% more, that debt's going to keep following you. American Financing can help. It can use your home's equity to finally break free. Customers save an average of $800 a month. There's no upfront fees, and it's free to find out what you could save. If you start today, you may be able to delay 2 mortgage payments. So please call American Financing at 888-462-9557. 888-462-9557, AmericanFinancing.net/bill. Okay, final thought. We got about 1 million subscribers on our YouTube channel we told you about a couple of minutes ago. That's a lot. We're going for 2 million. We'll get them. And we had a lot of comments about my Iran analysis on the bonus commentary on YouTube. Here are some of them. Got 30,000 likes in 2 minutes and 99% positive reaction. More than 700,000 watched yesterday's Iran content on YouTube. 700,000. And remember, we go on at night. That's not full day. That's like 4 hours. Huge. Enormous. Then I had somebody write in, thank you, Bill. Listen to Candace Owens. Got confused by her anger and unhappiness with President Trump, so I came to you. I feel much better. I just gave you the facts. That's all I do, the facts. And then we had another one. I'm irritated by the lack of reliable information. Thank goodness we have O'Reilly. We will not deceive you. So we are expanding our business, as you probably figured out. I'm a Luddite. I don't know anything about it, but I got good people who understand the internet, and our distribution system is very wide now. You add it all up, and I'm probably reaching more people than I reached on the O'Reilly factor. It's hard to calibrate that because we're all over the world now, but it's powerful. And we're getting stronger and stronger and stronger as the mainstream media collapses. CNN may go out. That's how serious that is over there. And then we're rising because fact-based. Facts, facts, facts. Thank you for watching us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. We'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you for watching. To view full episodes of the No Spin News anytime, sign up to become a BillO'Reilly.com premium or concierge member today.